Hello, everyone. It is an honor to present to you Group 1's business plan application from Dahlia Ruiz, Danny Vang, Kwame Jones, Jet Vang, Carlos Gonzalez Nunez, and Jacob Westbury. So to start off our introduction, on the left, you can see some insects on some pistachio kernels. These insects are known as Gill's mealybug. Their scientific name is Fuchsia gilli. What our main purpose is that we plan to combine our past and current experiences from biotechnology and the business industry to develop, test, and produce a pesticide that will eliminate the mealybug population. Our company is known as Destined Insecticides, and we have developed a solution that pistachio farmers need with our product known as Nitrosun. So Gill's mealybug scientific name is Fuchsia gilli, and right now it is impacting the pistachio industry in the Central Valley of California. What is unique about Gill's mealybug is that it has 3 developmental generations per year, and this causes a general, basically black sooty mold on the kernels of pistachio, and it's very hard to remove, which causes a waste of pistachio nuts. Prior to Gill's mealybug's classification, it was associated with the grape mealybug, and this led to the, vast expansion and infestation of the Gill's mealybug all over the west coast of America because this was a new species. What made Gill's mealybug a threatening pest, unlike its sister species, the grape mealybug, is that just how immense the economic damage that this mealybug does to pistachio trees and how it needs to be treated immediately with any type of insecticide. When it comes to methods of controlling the infestation of Gill's mealybug, there seems to be 3 factors that are being considered right now. One is biological control, and this is when predation is an option to control Gill's mealybug infestation with insects. And for example, they would use a lady beetle larvae that will attack the Gill's mealybug and stop it from reproducing. Another example would be cultural control. There is a lot of controversy with cultural control because this could be associated with unsanitary equipment, and that's how the gillybug has been spreading. It is still yet to be proven that cross-contamination between different orchards are causing these infestations of the Gill's mealybug to be so predominant. There is a final option known as treatment decision. There are a lot of factors when it comes to using pesticide and dealing it with Gill's mealybug, but it has been used as the most successful option in the Central Valley. And this is most likely the viable option that a lot of farmers are looking into when dealing with this pest.
Hello, my name is Danny, and today I'll be talking about the opportunity and the value concept with our business venture. To begin with, the opportunity is the problem. Central Valley pistachio farmers are currently facing productivity issues because of the mealybug. Once the mealybug is on the crop, farmers are unable to sell this product. There are currently no alternatives to help these farmers eliminate the mealybug and protect their pistachio trees. Our solution is we plan to exploit this opportunity by researching, developing, and testing a pesticide that can eliminate the mealybug while protecting the pistachios. Our value concept is to ensure our customers are profitable and worry-free. With the use of our pesticide, it will eliminate the mealybug and protect their crop, resulting in higher crop yields to sell. Additionally, we plan to offer a subscription-based service that includes exclusive access to new pesticides that we developed, and we will also offer to spray their crops for them, reducing their labor and operating costs. In regards to the market on who will buy our pesticide and how much of it will be sold, we conducted a research that showed as of November 1st, 2020, there were 312,000 acres across California used for pistachio trees. Since the mealybug is present in California, our farmers will purchase close to 7 million jugs to spray their trees. Our potential revenue and sales will be close to $2 billion.
We are going to be talking about our strategic opportunity target. We are innovative through our subscription-based model and offering to spray the pesticide itself. We are convenient because we are locally based exactly where the problem is, which makes us a good, reliable resource for most farmers. We also are going to continue researching the mealybug, which means that we can always evaluate if it's going to evolve into different plants. And we also want to provide quality by actually killing the mealybug itself and not having it come back to affect the crops. Now we're going to take a look at our business model canvas. To summarize, what we're going to be delivering is offering environmental friendly pesticides that kill the mealybugs and help farmers become more profitable and more efficient. We plan to have a very strong relationship with our customers and get to know them personally, understand their problems with the mealybugs and help try to fix it. We want to seem very knowledgeable in our product and have the right answers for right questions. We expect many of our customers to be especially farmers, especially pistachio farmers, perhaps a couple independents and maybe homeowners if they have pistachio trees themselves, and even maybe a few independent contractors. In the beginning, we are hoping to work directly with the farmers, but in the long run, some key resources that we're hoping to help build our business is some huge retailers such as like Home Depot, Walmart, Lowe's, maybe even sell through Amazon. As of right now, our channels are looking like we will go from warehouse manufacturer to product distributors and to retailers, or right in the hands of the farmers. And lastly, some revenue streams that we are expecting is just some roadside business, perhaps maybe social media to local TVs, through universities, and even word of mouth. The next thing we're going to be looking at is our customer's profile. Our ideal customer is a pistachio farmer who has been dealing with mealybugs and is located in Central California. These counties can include Fresno, Kern, Tulare, Kings, and Madera because these are the leading producers of pistachios. Ideally, our customer would be aware of the enforcement that our pesticide would have to go through, which is through the California Department of Pesticide Regulation and the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Next, we are going to talk about the target industry. The industry we are targeting is the pesticides manufacturing industries, and our product would fall under the category of insecticides. If you take a look at Figure 1, it appears that the U.S. expenditures account for 16 to 18% of the total world pesticide expenditures. Roughly, the U.S. has produced pesticide expenditures at the producer level totaling nearly $9 billion in 2012. If you take a look at Figure 2, the pesticide manufacturing market was about $14 million in the U.S. in 2021. However, it does look like it will decline by the year 2026 because of intense competition.
Hello, my name is Jet Vang. I am the marketing manager for Destin Pesticides Incorporated. Currently, there are 3 top major players in the industry, which are Bayer Ag, Syngenta Ag, and Corteva Incorporated. As you can see, the graph on the right, Bayer Ag is leading the market shares at 33%. Second place goes to Syngenta Ag at 19.7% and Corteva Inc. at 13.6%. As mentioned earlier, these market shares are projected to decline by the year 2026 because of intense competition and increased acquisition activity. Is Destin Insecticides Incorporated a demand-driven or supply-driven? We have to answer this question. Is there a problem that needs to be fixed? And if we're going towards the no route, then the answer will be your product is supply driven, but we will be going toward the yes route. And if we do that, the next question follows up. Are there many people with the same problem, which we will be targeting towards the pistachio farmers? If it's no, then it's an unsustainable idea or supply driven to others. For us, we'll go towards the yes route, which is good. Your product is demand driven.
My name is Jacob Westbury, CFO at Destined Insecticides. And I'm going to briefly touch on the management team's individual financial contributions and how we're going to use that capital in the earliest stages of our venture. Each member of management has agreed to invest $10,000 of their own personal money to jumpstart this venture. This money is meant to begin the development of our NitroSun product. We view this process as the necessary first step to accomplish before presenting our venture to investors. Once venture capital is obtained, we plan on formulating a streamlined market plan to effectively target the markets that will have a need for our product. We want our product to have an immediate and positive impact on the pistachio industry, whether that includes providing as much value as we can ourselves to the industry or selling our business for the right price to a firm who has extensive experience selling pesticides. Our management team, through their business experience in the Valley and experience serving the community, have a collectively extensive network in the ag industry and the broader Central Valley community. We anticipate working these networks to find further investments. We understand that these individuals will want a return on their investment once the pesticide is developed and ready to be marketed. Due to this dynamic, we will be targeting individuals who are less averse to risk, as they will be more likely to invest than individuals who are more risk averse.
Hi, my name is Kwame Jones, and I'm going to talk about additional investment requirements. We will need to split equity with Fresno State's research and development team by giving them a cut on future returns and equity into the company. We have little to no leverage in this situation because we have no one to turn to. And we know that the research and development team at Fresno will want more money. Other options we can have are leverage buyouts and contingent value rights to raise money. In order for us to be a very successful company, we need to prove to those 27 families in California that this is a very urgent problem and it needs to be solved. We already know what our target market is. Now we just need to execute our strategy. Landing funding from venture capitalists will help us gain labs, machinery, and land for testing. We need to prioritize establishing these cash inflows with accountability, organization, and diligence in order for these venture capitalists to see that we are serious. They want to see revenue, not solely revenue projections.
Like Kwame just touched on, the element that will drive our early success in raising the capital needed to accomplish what we want to accomplish and sell NitroSun to the pistachio farms in the valley revolves around emphasizing the economic impact this species of mealybug will have on the Central Valley. Simultaneously, our efforts need to be just as efficient in developing our product. Failure to do either will effectively sink our chances of success before we even get our venture off the ground.
Carlos will have the most ownership at 15%. Then Kwame, Danny, Jet, Jacob, and Dahlia will have 11% ownership. Fresno State's research and development team will have 20% because they have the most leverage. The term other refers to any future equity holders. This recruitment will be considered strategically and not operationally.
From a regulation standpoint, in order to sell and distribute our pesticide, we will need to be registered through the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Our product relies 100% on being registered, approved, and regulated by the EPA. The EPA's evaluation consists of human health risk, environmental risk, risk assessment and peer review, risk management and regulatory decisions, and the federal pesticide laws.
The Environmental Protection Agency has a rough estimate of how much tests cost to work on our pesticide. For example, a dose expression for the target pest, in our case mealybugs, would cost roughly $462,300. To field test our pesticide with mealybugs on pistachio trees, it would cost roughly $86,900. And to research the mealybug and its ecology, it would cost roughly $16,900.
Presenting here is the job design, which focuses on our R&D department, which is the main core of this venture. Our primary objective is to locate and recruit 3 scientists whose focuses are in entomology, chemistry, and ecology to lead our research development. Their priority is to develop an active pesticide ingredient. It is essential that our scientists demonstrate the product to be safe for our environment and effective towards the Achilles mealybug. It will be an extensive process where we will do a lot of testing until our product demonstrate consistency to launch our manufacturing at a full scale. After we complete our TRL, we will hire lab technicians through a hiring agency as contract employees to assist our scientists in further R&D. When we are scouting for our researchers, we will market our application online and will deliver via email to every biology department on every CSU and UC University. This process will allow us to narrow our list of applicants and begin our initial selection when we specifically be targeting PhD researchers and lab technicians. This will be followed by multiple interviews until each applicant satisfies all our needs, which is provided skills needed to develop pesticide or the profession focused on the biology of mealybugs. Then a job offer will be offered, and once accepted, they are considered an employee of Destin Insecticides Incorporated.
We are not looking for short-term loans because they might not be beneficial to our venture. Instead, we're looking for more long-term sourcing. These installment-type loans are good for equipment leasing, and we have a finance lab and equipment, and it will last us up to 15 years. This equipment leasing allows our companies to own our equipment. We're also going to gain capital funding through family, friends, and any other donors. We are still a very new business, and our close circle is going to be our biggest hope for funding. The financial performance of our company will depend on allocating needs, anticipating financial needs, and planning for the future. We must continually address the current situation and make more or less of the product depending on its effectiveness. This is crucial because we want a high inventory turnover rate. We also need enough liquid cash available to finance a new variant of the product if the old one stops working on the bug. Lastly, resources used to create the product needs to be forecasted correctly because of the uncertain flux in sales. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and we hope you invest in our company in the future.